You know how airplane disasters are never caused by just one thing, but by a chain of small mistakes? Well, this was my personal n8n crash. It was a late evening, I was tired, but I was finalizing the last pieces of my pet project in n8n. Everything was working beautifully. I felt genuinely proud of the progress I'd made the day. And then the anxious thought hit me like, what if I lose all of this? Maybe I should back it up somewhere. Important detail, I was using a self-hosted community version of n8n, and it turned out my workflows were stored in an SQLite database, which is not very good. So I asked ChatGPT for advice. It told me to migrate to PostgreSQL, export my workflows from there, and then store everything in Git. So sounded reasonable, but mistake number one: never do anything complex when you're tired. Of course, I thought I understood containers, volumes, and database persistence. Spoiler, I didn't. That's when things went downhill pretty fast. What actually happened? I wanted to migrate to Git. In order to do that, I needed to somehow export my workflows from SQLite database because SQLite couldn't be posted to the Git. So I had to export workflows. So ChatGPT convinced me there is a special setting in n8n, and all I have to do is actually to update my Docker Compose file with this setting and change databases, right? So once I did that, my SQLite database was completely gone. No workflows appeared anywhere in the system, and obviously there was nothing to push to Git. And then came the moment of realization. So everything was gone. I lost all my workflows. I was panicking. So fortunately, I had small lifelines. So a full server backup, and one of my main workflows was still open in the browser. So the next day, yeah, I slept with that. But the next day I rebuilt everything from scratch, and honestly I think I made it even better this time. Then I spent another day setting up a proper Git workflow. So in this video I'll show you exactly how to do it in the right way, so don't repeat my mistakes. So now let's just see the full chronicles how that happened, so you avoid my mistakes, and then I will explain how I set it up properly. Maybe it will help you as well. So the first thing, I wanted to use the advice of ChatGPT. So I was pretty interested in saving workflows automatically inside n8n, as it told me it's possible, right? So how to enable automatic workflow saving. So this is an instruction, everything went good, but then what happened after our changes, instead of my workflow, I see this, which is actually the setup screen. Oh yeah, that URL is the default n8n setup. Nothing unexpected, right? So everything according to the plan. Your workflows are missing or not loaded. All right. The next thing is, wait a minute, I had workflows before I did that, before I did at the actual setting, right? Exactly. Before enabling, your workflows were stored inside the database, not as JSON files. Okay, we're moving in the right direction, are we? Okay, so it gave me some summary what I just did. So I wanted to make sure. So did I just lost my workflows in that database? Let's find out. Let's try to find your database, because it's no longer there, right? Your current database is empty, no workflows. So I asked him, so did we make any comments which led to deleting the base? Because at that time I was not realizing that actually we did, because we simply disconnected the database and it were gone from the container. So I found an old command that showed that I had a database which were pretty big, and right now I'm having a SQLite database which is just 400 kilobytes. I love this humor from ChatGPT. So it's there and not empty, right? So what's your problem? So I just asked, so why my database shrinked a little bit, right? That's a great question. Database file shrinking is not caused by Git comments. That's actually what happened. So now I'm giving you this scenario that will help you to avoid such mistakes. Alright, so now let's start from the end result. I'm gonna show you what do we have as the output. So actually, as you can see on my dev branch on GitHub, I'm having all my folders here, all my folders inside of folders, and all the workflows that I have in the JSON format. If anything is being changed in this workflow, I have a backup which automatically goes on GitHub, so I can reuse it in another n8n. So if anything will happen with my database, I have all my workflows duly stored here. Okay, so how to achieve that? I prepared some instruction for you. I'll walk you through, and then I will share this instruction as well. So first of all, you install the packages, then you create the file which I called export workflows folders, and there are two setups, one for SQLite and one for Postgres. So use the one that you have. The important thing, the container name, please check that you have this exact container name with your actual Postgres. That's really important. Okay, after that, what it does, it actually walks all the data, walks through the database and collect the workflows, export them to JSON, and organize it folder by folder. After that, what we can do, we can manually export it. We see here our command and then the folder with all workflows. Let's go inside and take a look. So now we see our folders and all the workflows inside, and we see that there is a Git here. So we can run a command and see that there are some untracked files. So what we can do, simply add all of them and commit. So right now, all of new created workflows are now in Git duly backed up. You see it right now, it's updated. But obviously, you don't want to do all this manual job. Me neither. So I automated it a bit more. So first of all, you can always do manual export like I did now and push it like this. But you can also add a cron job. So it's pretty easy. You can simply create a file and then put some comments in this file. In my scenario, I wish to go to this folder, check out the dev branch, then execute the command, then go back to the folder, add all untracked files and all other changes, commit it, and push to the dev. So then you can create a schedule for this file to be executed at some particular point of the time and check if you did everything correctly. Like this, I already have it. So like you see, So every morning I have all my work for the previous day saved in Git. That's how you do it. I hope it was helpful. If you're still on the community version and you want all your workflows to be backed up, here you go. Now you have this option, and see you soon.